Hi, everybody. Welcome back to our show, our listeners and viewers. This is Karina and Amber, your host for Dating and Marriage Perspectives. Damn good to the last word. We have another episode where we're talking about sex. And today, more specifically, we're talking about sex as a reward or punishment or both.
Both.
Both. So, to start, Amber, do you believe in sex, using sex as a reward and a punishment?
I do.
And why is that?
Great question. Because I know it's what he wants. I know it's what he wants, but if I can't get what I want, then we both have to suffer. Which seems unfair, but to me, it's okay. It's
because you love sex just as much, if not more,
exactly
than your hubby.
And if I need the trash taken out, if I need things cleaned, if I need you to stop peeing on the floor, how can we work this out? Now that was a little too much, but yes, I definitely believe that it is okay. Now I'm not saying 100% of the time, because sometimes there's got to be compromise in there. But yes, if I am asking for something, I'm telling you I need something, and you cannot fulfill your side. I'm not talking about sexually, I'm talking about anything outside of sex. Then yeah, I think it's okay to withhold. My opinion. He'd probably say otherwise.
Because if we connect this back to a previous episode, I forget what the name of the episode was. We were talking about love languages.
Yes.
And you said that, hey, if he does something in the house for me, it gives me time to do other things.
Yes.
As well as time to deliver sex.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. And that's so interesting because he's also the kind of person, he likes to go to bed early. And I would prefer to stay up late. So we just had this conversation the other day because sometimes he'll like put the kids to bed. Actually, all the time. He's great at that. He's an amazing father. So he puts the kids to bed, but then he'll fall asleep and then he'll come back in the room later. And I'm like, I want the time, right? That's my love language, is you spending time with me. So you want what you want during the day, but I want what I want during the night. So how can we compromise this? So I find myself when I'm not getting what I want, I'm like, well, something's got to give. so yeah, I am totally fine with using it as a punishment and a reward.
And it works out well for you?
Yeah. I mean,
has it ever backfired? Like,
I don't know that it's, I mean, there's times he's gotten really, really frustrated and pissed off about it. So then like sometimes I think the only thing would be if I give in and I'm like, fine, go, like, but see, wow. I feel then like I've lost because I'm still not getting.
I know that sense of power you talk about all the time is like,
yes,
I don't have it.
Yes. And there's times when I can see that he's built up and he's feeling more a certain way about, I don't know, it could be towards the kids, it could be towards me. He's more frustrated. And I'm like, I know what this is about.
Do you help him release that frustration?
I do sometimes when I'm just like, God, I will, but I feel like I am frustrated. So that's where it's backfired, is now I'm frustrated because I'm still not getting what I want.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. What about you? Do you believe that it's okay? It's a good behavior or bad behavior?
I mean, I've done it.
Yeah.
So I believe in it. Yeah. No, if I'm pissed off,
yeah,
either I'm having a bad day, it may have nothing to do with my partner. But if I'm having a bad day, I am not mentally present to give you the cookie.
Yeah.
And if I do, it's just not going to be a good cookie. It'll be a
Right.
stale cookie.
Yeah.
If you piss me off,
Yeah.
we have a disagreement or whatever,
Yeah.
and we keep having disagreements, but never mind, keep going, keep having disagreements. But if I'm just upset with you, you're not gonna get it. It's just, fix what we need to fix, and I will open the cookie jar.
Yeah. What's the longest you've withheld, would you say?
Oh man, I guess it depends on the situation. And I mentioned this a little bit in another video. There was a time where me and my ex-fiance, we were just having really it just wasn't a good time. So we went months, really, like the last 4 or 5 months until we like really totally broke it off without having sex. It wasn't top of mind either. That's not what I was thinking about. That's not what he was thinking about.
Right.
Other times, long distance relationships. So it's not my choice. It's not my choice. Right. It's not a reward. It's not a punishment. But long distance relationships is another one. Not long. In other ones, not long. Like, the most recent one, it was actually not a punishment. It was a reward, actually. So I'm probably switching things around, but that was a reward. We had gotten into a disagreement the night before. We talked about it that night. And, I'm like, this is great. Yeah. We're on the same page. Let me reward him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he came to my house and I rewarded him. Other ones, but back to punishment, not long, because I guess that could also signify like how long are we going to be beefing about something, right?
Yeah, which is good. Like it's interesting. One thing I thought about was I could see how it could be different when dating versus being married, right? Because dating, you're still like lovey-dovey and honeymoon stage and stuff like that. And marriage, you already know, right? Like
we've established some ground rules.
Yeah, right. So you already know, and there's not you're gonna get an argument, but you're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. But when you're dating, there is more of that there's still awe in marriage, but it's a different awe. Yeah. And marriage is like, oh shit, right? Dating, it's like, oh, what I mean?
It's real serious. We ain't playing games.
Yeah. So I could see, I'm sure if I withheld it when I was dating, it wasn't very long. It was probably something that changed, and I rewarded after that. So that's interesting.
There was a guy I was dating, and it was kind of a punishment. We had never done it. Ooh. We never did it, actually. We never did it.
Like anything, or just?
We've done stuff, but we never had sex.
Okay.
Because there was an air about him where it was like, I don't trust it. Mm-hmm. I don't trust it. And he was ready. He wanted to. We got tested, everything. And even after that, I was like, there's just something not right about like the air. I was trying to figure him out, and the decisions he was making, and just different stuff. And we passed the 90 days, and we were going out, and we were spending time together, and all, like, so he was showing up, he was showing me him, but there was still an air about him that I didn't trust. Mm-hmm. And to some extent, it was a punishment. Like I didn't want to give it to him.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for more. I'm like, I need more from you. Like I need something else. And so we never got to that. We never.
Even after that long, but it's good. You trusted your gut.
My gut.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in rewarding? I mean, obviously it sounds like you do, but rewarding for good behavior?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Of course. Yeah. That is like there's some, at least in the dating, right? I mean, once you're married, you're married. You're tied at your ankles. But there's some reassurance, when something goes, like I said, I have a disagreement with the last guy, and we talk about it. And so there's reassurance behind, we can talk about things, we can put it at rest, we can get over it, and then we're both back on track. And so rewarding in that way, at least for me, speaks to, okay, this is cool, there's some reassurance. And I want to reward that by being kinky and, do the whole Tom Cruise button down white shirt without the socks,
Okay.
High heels, do up my hair. And as soon as he walks into my place, it's like, hello, lover.
That's right. Yes, that's the way to do it.
It's fun too. And it makes me happy to do that for him.
You're so sweet.
All you have to do is just agree with me 100%. And
Right? I mean, you could have this all the time.
all the time.
Yeah, buddy, it'd be so much easier. But, they get married, they get mouthy.
And a Cinderella story.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. Oh my God. But yeah, I believe in reward. I like rewarding. There's a mental state to it, right? Like rewarding can look in a lot of different ways.
Well, what type of behaviors do you reward?
Oh, yeah. Just agreeing. We have a disagreement. We agree on things. We settle something. Treating me to dinner, or just going out, or coming home and, I don't know, dinner's made, or you're just showing up with a thoughtful gesture, or I don't know, wash my car, or and it's, I don't know how that sounds with me saying these things, but it's like service to your partner.
Yeah.
Right? It's like the things you'd want to do for someone, and because you're thinking about them. Oh, okay, Karina's been at work all day. I had a day off today.
Right.
To clean these dishes that have been there since 9 o'clock this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Or the kitchen table has 15 different things. Let me clear off the table. She comes home, first thing she sees, it'll be a nice clear off. Right? So it's like in service of your partner, you connect the dots, where they're at. Maybe they had a major presentation, or they left home in the morning pissed off about something else.
Right.
These little things, and then they add up, and and so I will service you.
You service me, I'll service you. Mm-hmm. What are you doing? That's funny.
Can I ask you what behaviors you reward?
Can you? You said?
Did I ask you that already? I
I
did.
don't think so, but I'll share. I mean, taking out the trash is good, puts you on good behavior. Taking out the trash without me having to ask.
That's the key.
That's the difference. Yeah.
That's the key. And anticipating somebody's needs, your partner's needs.
Yes. Like I said, he does a great job with the kids, so he gets rewarded for that. And I mean, they're his kids too, so he should be doing that. But I'm just saying, like, I do appreciate it, so I can do what I need to do. Or if I need free time, if I need time for myself, and let's say it's a Friday and he knows I just want to go and be by myself, and I just need to get away. When I get home, I'm in a much better mood to reward. I'm very happy to reward for that.
Doesn't that sound so simple? Not like we're talking about it. Doesn't it sound simple, but in action it might seem, I don't know, complicated. Like it's not that complicated.
It's not that complicated. I don't understand why more people aren't able to see, just make it easier for your partner.
Yeah.
But some people are selfish too.
Avoid the conflict. Get sex.
Yeah. Because we all want it.
All want it.
We just want you to act right for it, because
Act right.
what I have to give is not just, it should be well deserved. It should be worked for.
You
Yeah.
want Mama Bear to be happy to give some.
I think that expression, happy life is very true. Is very true. But yeah, I'm sure there's going to be things that I'm going to bitch about and complain about, and you're not going to want to hear. But oh well. I feel like I'm going to have to say it anyways, so you can take it. And I don't
Some
think
things can. No, it's not a lot of asking.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of asking.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting. Do you what do you do? Like, let's say somebody's being like, your man's being a dick, right? Like, what do you do besides is there anything else?
No loving for the dick.
Yeah, that's right. Right. Yeah.
What do I do when he's being a dick?
Yeah.
You just don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm covered up too. I'm covered up. You ain't get no access. I'm wearing a shirt up to here,
a turtleneck,
sleeves along,
and a beanie.
if it fits.
All that hair.
Big head. I'm all covered up.
Yeah.
It's no access. No, you're just not getting in there.
Yeah.
I'm not close to you. I'm not. Now, on the other hand, when you get rewarded, you won't have to work a whole lot to get to the castle.
Yep. Get to the castle.
Get to the castle.
Get to the Mount Kilimanjaro, whatever.
Doors open.
The floodgates
are open.
That's right. That's which,
goodness.
I will say sometimes, do you ever find yourself just withholding just so that just so I don't know if this is the right word, so I'm trying.
I know where you're getting at.
You know what I mean? Like withholding because he's been getting a lot, and then you're like, you know what? I just want you to wait a little bit just so that you can really appreciate this shit. Like,
I think you have a story behind that. Do you have a story behind that?
I do, but I'm just asking. I guess the question is, does it have to be, or do they have to be on punishment to not get it?
Yeah, no, that's great. No, they don't. That's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
Control and it's, you're just kind of playing around. Like,
yeah.
It doesn't, no, I totally get what you're saying. I can't think of a time when that happened, when I was just like, teasing to let him wait. Yeah. But I do, we were talking about language and communication, but I'll say like, you don't want it.
Yeah.
You don't want it that bad. Like in the moment. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I'm all dressed up or I'm just ready. Like, you don't want it.
Yeah.
Using my foot and pushing him on his chest. Like, you don't want it.
Oh, dang, you're a little dominatrix, aren't you? Okay. Learn something new.
I just don't know.
What's your safe word? Stop.
Not right now. I mean, I haven't.
Choo-choo engine. I mean,
I think I've said yes more times than using my safe word.
Oh. That's funny.
So I egg them on, in that moment, and it's fun.
I love that.
I love it too.
You had that little dominatrix in you. Do you use a whip?
What's that?
You have a whip too?
Don't have a whip. I don't do toys.
Really?
I don't do toys. I don't do toys to enhance the experience. I don't do porn to enhance the experience. I will watch Bridgerton, soft, gentle, safe, whatever. But I don't, because I don't want to get to a point where this is where we're going to
Yeah.
get ourselves excited. Like we've crutched ourselves on these things.
You desensitized.
Yeah, to a point where, oh, we need to use this and we need to watch this to, get us excited. So I don't use toys. I've used food, like we're having a
cucumber?
meal and what's
Oh,
that?
like a cucumber?
No.
Oh, I just want to
This is
make
not girl strip.
I just want to make sure.
Girlfriend.
I just wanted to trust but verify.
No, like chocolate.
Okay,
Gotcha. Strawberries,
Gotcha. Okay.
Things I can put in my mouth without a struggle.
Gotcha. I understand. Yo entiendo.
What's that?
Yo entiendo. I understand.
You got it? You got it.
Yes. Okay.
Lotion, sure.
Yeah.
Massage, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not a toy kind of gal.
Okay, nothing wrong.
I will talk. I will express myself. I will gently slap you on your face. I will.
Oh, okay.
Just run around my small little apartment as if he can't find me. Stop it. You can't catch me.
That's funny.
Oh my God. I can't stand myself today.
Oh, that's so awesome. That's funny. That's funny.
Anyhow. Okay. I forget what your question was to me, but I'd like to say it back to you. Do you remember the question you said to
I
me?
don't remember the question. I don't remember. What was the question? It had to do. I think I was asking something about if you withhold it for something. I can't remember. I honestly cannot remember what question, but I liked your explanation to whatever you it was that you were answering. Oh Lord.
I think I'm prepared, so I'm gonna have to wipe my tears.
That's okay. It's okay. You're in a safe.
Oh, it's getting hot in here too. Ooh, it's really hot.
Boy.
I can't open these windows because I won't hear anybody.
Sex. So we were talking. What'd you say?
I said I can't open these windows because
You don't want people hearing
that, and you won't hear me.
Oh,
All the noise.
Did we already talk about sex for punishment? I had another question too, but shoot.
We did, yeah.
Okay, and so you do, but you don't.
It looks different for you and I, right? Mine is like short term.
Yeah, mine's definitely.
Yours is, till death do us part.
True.
So you better come together.
Better come
together.
That's right, which we do. That part's a beautiful thing.
Oh my God, that is a beautiful thing.
That is. But we don't use toys. I will say, going back, because you did mention toys and stuff like that. I don't use toys either. Before marriage, yeah, I did with somebody else, with other people. But I'm also not a porn person anymore, which I used to like porn, but I could see how you could be very desensitized to everything. And God, why are these people always screaming like that? Because we know sex doesn't sound like that. Come on, y'all. Come on, let's get real.
It's not real.
That's part's annoying. I actually found myself, long time ago, like trying to sound like those people during sex, when I was younger, but all that, like a damn seal, like, it's like, Why? What you making all that noise for? It's not that good anyways.
I know.
I find being more authentic nowadays is at least during marriage and all that fun stuff. And
Yeah.
I don't need the toys. Thank goodness.
I mean, I express myself, but it's not overboard.
Yeah.
It matches the climax.
Exactly. Yes. But going back to rewarding and punishment, I'm all for it. I certainly believe in it. I'm sure the hubby doesn't appreciate it, but we all have things we're working on.
Or the contract,
Yes.
Happy wife, happy life. That's the contract we're talking about.
It's so easy, and I think it's funny because sometimes I feel like, there's times I like to argue, but sometimes I feel like he's just, if he hasn't had it in a few days, whatever, he gets real like annoyed and pissy. So I'm just like, go on and be pissy then. I'm pissy too. I'm mad too. We didn't stay up late. Now we both can't have what we want.
I know. Okay, this might be a silly question.
Sure.
This is a silly question. Do you initiate sex? And does it matter who initiates sex in a relationship?
That is a great question. And I have to say, I don't say I initiate it as much as I used to. And I don't know why. There's just something about kids that changes you. So I feel like he's like always initiating it. Sometimes he just asks all the time, that you kind of start to get a little fed up, right? Because let me initiate it. I don't want to hear about sex every 20 seconds though either. That's, to me, gets me a little frustrated. So I find that when he doesn't bring it up, that's when I'm like, oh, he hasn't brought it up. Okay, what's going on? All right, here you go. Let me give this to you. Bam. Okay. And then rewarded. Yes. Yes. And then we start the cycle over again. But yeah, no, that's not a silly question. He initiates it a lot because he's always asking. And I give it, I dole it out. Yeah. How about you? Because in dating too, it's a little bit
I have
different.
no problem initiating.
Yeah.
But I also want to feel desired. Like I want him to initiate and make me feel desired. But I have no problem making my guy feel desired and special for sex.
I have a question. At what point in dating do you reward? If that question makes sense.
After 90 days.
Okay, so we talked about the 90 days. Yeah, we talked about but you also said after that other 90-day rule person you didn't.
Which one? Was that the one?
You were just talking to us about it was 90 days and you still didn't want to have sex with him. You guys got tested.
Oh, no, we had passed the 90 days because he had gotten tested.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. So, you had mentioned the 90 days. So even after the 90 days, they may not get rewarded.
Yeah, he wasn't getting none. Like he didn't even get, his hand was in the cookie jar because we did stuff, but we never went full on.
Right.
It wasn't really a lot of sexual activities or, foreplay or whatever. That's a great question. If you said in a relationship, so yeah, yes. Most times, in a relationship, I'm serious about the guy, at least in getting to know him and see where things go.
Right.
I believe in the 90-day rule because I want to see how you treat me in those 90 days.
Sure.
And feel comfortable around you and there's some consistency, there's quality I could see in him and us and whatever. And it's not something I don't seek to punish, right? In a
Sure.
relationship. I'm
Yeah.
not seeking for that. I'm not seeking to, play around sex and not giving sex just because I want to.
Right.
But like this last one, it was a pretty new relationship. And actually that one time when he came home to my house and I was standing at the doorway dressed and whatever, we weren't having sex. We weren't having sex. We were just doing sexual stuff.
Well, it's still sex. It's just oral.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But he didn't enter the castle.
Gotcha. He just entered the moat.
He was tending to the pastures.
There you go.
Not that I have pastures. Quite nice down there. Anyway, yeah, it's different because it's actually like I want to get to that point with someone.
Yeah.
Of being together in that way. And I guess it depends. And like you said before, when you first get started with someone, you're booed up, like you're having sex left and right and all these things. And I want to get to that point. And I don't like to be at a point where, well, shit, we just started having sex like a month ago and I have to play the reward and punishment game already. Like,
yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah.
But it's all part of the, like I said, if I'm pissy about something and you're involved in me being upset, how do we work through it?
Right.
And then, how do you learn about your reward when we come to an agreement? But another relationship, I don't remember. I mean, there were times when he was just like not around. You remember this guy who was up north and it was almost hard to get him to hang out with you and everybody else. And I was always hanging out with his neighborhood, with his friends and all this stuff. So in those times, I'm like, you don't want to be my community. You're not getting to this community. It's just not.
We are as one.
What's that?
We are as one.
But yeah, I mean, so these things happen when they happen, and then you either get rewarded or you don't.
Yeah.
It's not complicated. You either get rewarded or you don't.
Yes.
If you can't go into the store to get me medicine because you don't want to lose this parking space, guess what? You're not going to get rewarded.
Yes.
Because you would prefer to have a better parking space than going to the store and get me medicine.
And let's just be clear too on that. It may just not be one instant, right? I think some of these start to accumulate and build up. So it's not like one thing, no, you're not getting it. No, that's not what we're saying. But so as things start to accumulate in a short amount of time, and the frustration just builds and builds, well, then that's when you are going to not be rewarded. Yeah.
So. Exactly. Yeah. It's like, there's a pattern. You're starting a pattern.
Yes.
I don't like it.
Yeah. It's like when you go no, not gonna say it. It's gonna come out wrong, and I don't want it. No, people are not animals or anything like that, but I do think that you teach people how to treat you, and when you are not getting, the behavior is not correct, then you're not going to get the results that you want. That's the best way I could say it. Yep.
There's a movie that I watched a long time ago, and it was about this woman who and this guy, they broke up. They broke up. And she has a friend who's in a relationship, and she's showing her friend how she trains her man. And And she has dogs that she has dogs like pets, fur babies.
Yeah.
Take them out, blah blah blah, treat them, reward them, blah blah blah. And the same things she was doing to her fur babies, she was doing with her man.
Yeah.
And over time, this newly single woman was putting two and two together. She was like, does that for reals? And her friend was like, you should try it.
And did it work out?
Her ex-boyfriend comes back into her life, and she does just that.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't want to say it's like training a dog. That's where I was going, but it's not the same.
I was just talking about a movie.
Oh, yeah. Those are some truth to those.
There's some similarities.
There really is.
Yeah.
And when he gives a lot of good behavior, we reward him.
A lot of good treats.
Yes. And don't give him the same exact treat every time.
That's true.
Give him a little bit of different treat.
Yeah. I would love to get into your bags of tricks.
I've got a few.
I know you do. I mean, married 10 years, your bag of tricks is like Santa Claus.
Yeah. Maybe that'll be a different off-air show. Yeah.
Special edition.
Yeah.
Sign up, everybody. This show is not for free.
That is right. Not if I'm gonna have to hear from my mama. No, it's not.
We'll do an edited version for Mama Joe.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, well, I'm glad that we had this, and I think we're on the same page, definitely, and I'm sure a lot of other people feel the same way, and I'm sure that they use it as a punishment and a reward. And I'm sure Karina and I both, we would love to hear, has it ever gone wrong for anybody? Have you guys ever taken that punishment too far? And if so, let us know, because we'd love to hear it. But I don't know, I think we'll wrap this one up.
Wrap it up.
So thank you guys all for watching, listening. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you just give a little comment below, say hi. If you have any questions or want to email us any topics you'd like us to talk about, we'd love that too. You can email us at damperspectives@gmail.com. And you can always listen. If you're listening, you can listen on your drive, on Apple, Spotify, Podbean. I'm pretty sure that's all we are on right now. And hit us up on Instagram. We'd love to hear you guys. Thanks so much for watching, listening. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.